go. Let's see what Forsberg's got for us again. Talking about the championship, 3-time champion, first ever People's champ. A dedicated drifter, not traditional racer. Now coming to that second outside zone, an all-new Z. Really throws it in. Almost dragging bumper on the wall. Nice job. Now comes in that third outside zone. Again, just making it look really smooth. Very, gets onto that rumble strip. So essentially, like, again, it was declared in the drivers' meeting, red and white at that point. Nissan Z on GT radial tires. Kyle Mohan here in his renewable lubricants, Mazatrix RX8. Forsberg comes out of the chute blazing. Big angle, fills all that outside zone 1. Coming to outside zone 2. Kyle Mohan dives into the nose. Good proximity. Has to back off a little bit now into outside zone 3. Fills all of it and almost gets to that red and white wall. And again, just showing you the driving prowess. Now to that last outside zone. Keep in mind, if you hit that red and white, that is off course. So again, that red and white rumble strip on outside zone 4, that is magically matched. I know Chris Forsberg here, he's going to apply the pressure. He can't just kick back here, but again, you don't want to apply the pressure too much. Again, we've seen some great things from Kyle Mohan. We'd love to see him advance, but you know who doesn't? Chris Forsberg. Here we go, Kyle Mohan in that second outside zone. He drags that tail in. There goes Forsberg, surging an attack. So a little bit closer proximity and really mimicking that angle. Both of them getting that third outside zone in that last and final outside zone, keeping it off the wall. Both of them go in. Looks like Kyle Mohan does exceed a little bit. Looked like almost just dropping a tire as he hit that cone. He went against Kyle Dominus. Mohan and Kazuya Taguchi will lead, given that #1 qualifying position. So they did complete their sight laps. They got a little bit of a feel. Here goes Kazuya Taguchi in that first outside zone. The lights are on, and there it is. How is the smoke going to affect the drivers as well? Maybe it's minimized due to the wet conditions. Very smooth by Kazuya Taguchi. You see Chris Forsberg get into that pocket. Could be a little bit deeper here, but great proximity and really mimicking that angle. Looks like he drops back a little bit, but then slides in. Kazuya Taguchi deep in that last outside zone. Keep in mind the red and white rumble strip on outside zone 4. If you hit that, right? So if you're on a tear, it could be still anybody. Here we go, Chris Forsberg. Looks like we got a clean start. Forsberg initiates NOS Energy, Nissan Z, and Kazuya Taguchi tucks into the smoke. Here goes Chris. Big angle there from Forsberg. And oh, look at that, Kazuya Taguchi falls back. He has been absolutely flawless. But again, it might have hurt him as he's been sitting on the bench waiting to do battle with that #1 qualifying position. And Kazuya Taguchi gets inside of him. What we got? Here we go. Chris Forsberg will lead. Denofa giving chase. See how they handle that outside zone 1. Boom, right into it. Chelsea Denofa looks like he's banging doors with Chris Forsberg into that second outside zone. Here goes Forsberg. Denofa drops into formation after a quick little tap out of the gate. Really good proximity. There's Denofa. Great angle and a good lead. Oh! A massive punt by Denofa. We had a different outcome. But here we go, Chelsea Denofa out front, Chris Forsberg in that chase position. Denofa, I feel, is going to get really aggressive here in that first outside zone. Gets a little bit into the dirt and a lot into the dirt, and that's going to be, yeah, okay, don't know what's going on, okay. All right, well, I think this is just to finish out this run here. I'm going to salvage the car. Okay, boy, yeah. Okay. We got some extracurricular stay after class here. You boys are going to detention. And yeah, so it looks like, yeah. Here we go. Our first battle of the Type S Final 4, the Fuel Suspension S Chassis. Odi Bakshis, Chris Forsberg in tow. Oh, Forsberg gets to the side, and we got body parts flying. Holy cow, you said we wanted to get a straight up shot, but man, getting ready to send it. The lights extinguish, and away they send it. Here we go, Chris Forsberg out front. Odi Bakshis in the chase position. Forsberg initiates strongly, battered and bruised, but definitely not knocked out in that second outside zone. Some gap being created here between Forsberg and Bakshis. And again, it looks like Odi's playing a tempered approach here in that final outside zone. Goes Forsberg, and there goes Bakshis. So again, not exactly the most aggressive chase job, but that's exactly what it needed to do. That was, I believe, strategic. Now we'll find out who is going against Frederick Osbo in the finals. Odi Bakshis coming through in that start chicane, now transitioning in, and then coming to that first outside zone. Chris Forsberg giving chase, transitioning now into that second outside zone. Goes Chris before Forsberg. Odi Bakshis, a bit of separation here between Odi Bakshis and Forsberg. Now coming to that last outside zone, both of them transitioning fluidly into that last, again, zone. Let's send it. Let's find out who's going against Frederick Osbo in the finals. After a protest was implemented, here goes Chris on initiation, goes to that first outside zone. Odie Bakshi's dropping into formation. Big, massive angle here from Chris Forsberg. Looks like he comes in on the inside, short sheets it a little bit, now into that third outside zone. Coming to that last outside zone, here comes Forsberg, here comes Odie. And it looks like Forsberg comes across, and Odie barely misses the nose.